Hello student, welcome in this lecture. In the previous lecture, we have seen the topic which are present in this GCMS, that is computerized operation, characteristics of GCMS, data analysis, then reconstructed gas chromatogram, mass chromatogram. This part we have already discussed in the previous lecture. Now, in the today's lecture, we are going to discuss the points which are given here. So, selected ion monitoring, background subtraction, and Bilmer-Beiman stripping technique. These points we are going to discuss in the today's lecture. This is the content of the today's lecture, and these are the references. So, first we start with the selected ion monitoring. In short, we call it as SIM. Student, we know that when we take a mass spectrum, at that time number of ions are observed. But out of that ions, we are going to take only the selected ions. We are not going to take the overall spectra. Means those ions which we have required, that we are going to analyze. That's why this is nothing but the selected ion monitoring. We are only analyze that selected ion. That's why the topic is selected ion monitoring. How it is done? Let's see. Selected ion monitoring, in short we call it as SIM, is used for the detection of very low ion abundances. In this technique, the mass spectrometer is only tuned to a few pre-selected ions. Complete mass spectra are not taken during the GCMS analysis. Okay, the gain in sensitivity over the scanning, the complete mass spectrum for a specific ion is proportional to the ratio of the time, and the mass spectrum is tuned to that ion to the time that the mass spectrum spent on the same ion when the scanning to obtain a complete mass spectrum. Okay, so in selected ion monitoring, a few ions are monitored. So increase the sensitivity from 5 to 500 for a specific compounds are obtained in this selected ion monitoring. Depending upon the instrumental condition and the number of ions are monitored, another advantage of this SIM is increased sensitivity, since ions other than the few chosen will not be detected. That means whatever ion we have selected, only that ions get detected in SIM. The remaining ions will not going to detected during the analysis. The term of mass fragmentometry is often used in place of SIM, since the molecular ions of compound may be monitored. The mass chromatogram in the next slide. Mass chromatogram, this is the comparison of selected ion monitoring plot to the mass chromatogram for a real environmental sample. So here the mass chromatogram and SIM analysis of M by Z 360 have identical pattern. This is a identical pattern. However, the abundance of this peak in SIM plot are almost 100 times greater. Here, this SIM plot are 100 times greater than the mass chromatogram. Several minor peaks are also detected in SIM. Here, these are the minor peaks are also detected in the SIM analysis that were not observed in the mass chromatogram. So here the several ion minor peaks are also detected, while here they are not observed in the mass chromatogram. Okay, this is the comparison between mass chromatogram and selected ion monitoring. Okay, then the next point is the background subtraction. When we plotting the RGC, that means reconstructed gas chromatogram, a significant background component is often observed. This may due to the column blade, electronic noise and the other factor. That means due to this column factor, due to this background factors, the background is observed in the spectra, and that can be subtracted to get a clear spectra, that is nothing but the background subtraction. Okay. If the general level of the background ion is large, the overall chromatographic pattern will be difficult to observe, and the small peak may be completely obscure, means not clear. Okay. Here in the first figure, the reconstructed gas chromatogram traces of GCMS analysis. The abundance are normalized to the largest as 100%. A large background component is present in this plot. These are the due to the presence of the background components, here this background is observed present in this plot. By using the background subtraction, we can subtract that background and we get the clear and resolved peak. The subtraction was performed by giving a single command to the data system, and the original unsubtracted data are still stored in the computer. This is also stored in the computer, and only giving to the command to the data system, we are getting this spectra. It can be replotted at any time. Okay, it is clear. By recalculating the baseline of peak across the RGC, the general background can be removed and allowing the individual peak in the RGC to be easily observed. Means by removing the general background, we can observe the complete spectra of the compound or the resolved spectra of the compound. Here these small peaks are not clear, while they are clear in this case. Okay, this is called the background subtraction. Student, you have to remember that this background subtraction, it is generally arises due to the factors. It may be column blade or electronics noise or the other factors. Due to that, the background is created and this background shows in this way. So by observing this background, we are not getting the clear spectra. Small peaks are not clear. This types of situation is observed, and by subtracting that background, we are getting the clear spectra. Okay. Here also the figure is given. In this figure, it is nothing but the illustration of background subtraction of the mass spectra. In the first figure, it is the, what is it? It is obtained just before elution of the minor component. Means first eluting compounds. When eluted, at that time we are going to take the spectrum, that is nothing but this A. Okay. While B is the subtracted from mass spectrum of unknown peak. This B is the mass spectrum of unknown peak, and this is the spectrum which are eluted first, that is A, and this one is the mass spectrum of unknown peak, and this is the background subtracted peak. Means B minus A, we are getting this peak. So what is the difference in this three figure? Here in background peak still is the, in this case the background peak it is 207, and these are the principal ion peak. They are present in the minor. In the same case, in the B spectrum, there is also the background peak is 207 and the principal peaks are the minor, means 147 and 221 are the minor peaks. Okay. By subtracting these two mass spectrum, the correct spectrum is obtained, that is B minus A is obtained. The base ion of the eluting component is shown here and the peak obtained at 221. This is the background peak. So it is obtained at 221 and many minor components have been removed. Minor components are removed. The contribution from 207 is still present, but it is not known whether this ion is due to the residual background or is a really from the eluting substance. Both possibility must be examined when interpreting the mass spectrum. The background corrected mass spectrum is sufficient for the analysis for computerized search system. Okay, student. So you have to only remember that these are the two spectrum in that the principal ion and the background ion peak are same. Okay, but when we subtracting the background, we are getting the principal ion, that is 221. Okay, so this is nothing but the background subtraction. Then the next is Bilmer-Beiman stripping technique. In this technique, by using this technique or by using this Bilmer-Beiman algorithm, which is useful way of improving the apparent resolution of a reconstructed gas chromatogram. It is clear example of the advanced use of mass spectrometer scan data and in particular mass chromatogram. The method identifies all MZ values that maximize and remove all the other ion from that scan at each scan number. This procedure not only effectively remove the background ion but also remove the ion due to the close eluting unresolved GC peak in the mass spectrum. After the stripping process, the gas chromatographic peak tend to be much better resolved. Three components unresolved between the scan 170 and 190. After stripping, the baseline is removed and wide peak near a scan 120 is seen to actually consist of a two unresolved component. So here one figure is given. This is the illustration of Bilmer-Beiman stripping technique showing the original reconstructed gas chromatogram at the top and the mass resolved gas chromatogram at the bottom. So here we are getting this reconstructed gas chromatogram. So here the background is there and peaks are not very clear. By using this Bilmer-Beiman stripping technique, we are getting the spectra in this way. So very clear spectra is obtained by using this Bilmer-Beiman stripping technique. Okay. So in this way we complete these 3 points. In the next lecture we will see the next points which are present in this chapter. Okay. Thank you, student.